Rams, Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Airing it out deep. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 3-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Ready. 95, 56. 59.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Here's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
First down.
Ready? You ready? 59.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Johnny Hekker now. standing just outside his own goal line. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Incomplete, right side to Cook. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A spin. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They start the second half with Kamara. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Yeah, that's what I do.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ready? You ready? You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 75 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Another carry now for Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Saints take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You're good. Ready.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. His defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Oh, you got deep?
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it second and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Tonight, 120. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal. That's the end.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
Tell. You better be. 56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On the ground, Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
but they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. On first down, it's Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. 20. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal. Check, go back. We got motion. Back up.
Out of the gun, gone. And he fins him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Try to get it to Woods. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cut. 180.
On the counter, Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons